Alright, welcome in. I'm the Kodiak, and today I'm here to talk about why Joe Alt to the Titans is all but guaranteed. Let's get right into it. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoy. You can always wait until the end. Hopefully I'll have earned it, but let's dive right into it. So when I think about the Tennessee Titans and think about the direction they're going with in the draft, it's very clear Rand Carthon has one objective this offseason and one objective only. Build around Will Levis. And I'm not a Will Levis guy. I actually made a video talking about how I think he would not succeed as the Titans quarterback. But they're pulling out everything they can to give him the chance to succeed. And I will not be surprised if he finds success as a quarterback at the NFL level long term. And they made one thing clear this offseason. They're going to do everything they can to build around Will Levis. But what's the saying? An offensive line is a quarterback's best friend. Well, if last year's Tennessee O-line was a quarterback's best friend, it's the nastiest, most toxic friendship I have ever seen. So Bill Callahan is now Brian Callahan's offensive line coach. And last year, Will Levis did not get much help from his offensive line, not even a little bit. Hoteling and Carter absolutely doomed their O-line with horrible coaching. But so the job of Brian Callahan has basically been to improve it, to right all the wrong habits that they made while they were being coached by those two buffoons. And Alt is the heavy Vegas favorite to be drafted by Tennessee, and the favorite to be the first tackle off the board, and for good reason. One of the best offensive tackles in the past 3 years. I think coming into this year, he did a ton to cement himself as a top 5 talent. He would be the #1 overall prospect in some years. And for a guy as tall as him, who's, I believe, 6'9", I think he actually measured it at 6'8.5", you worry about leverage issues, but he always plays at a great pad level. His ability to recover is absolutely ridiculous, even though he's 6'8", 6'9". And he's so athletic. Guys who are 6'8" and 6'9" should not be able to move as well as Joe Alt does. He's easily the best offensive tackle prospect since Penei Sewell, although there has been a pretty steep drop-off in talent in 2022 and 2023. I know 2022 had guys like Ekwonu and Neal and cross-drafted in the top 10, but at the same time, those guys haven't really panned out or played up to their draft stock. But regardless, Joe Alt has great size, athleticism, insane recovery, pretty polished technique, and seems like he's got a good football IQ too. The only question mark I have is how he'll be able to handle an elite bull rush, especially since he's going to be going up against Will Anderson. If he does get drafted to the Titans, he will be going up against Trayvon Walker as well. But other than that, he'd be pretty close to Penei Sewell territory if there was more answers to how he would handle a bull rush. But yeah, captain of Notre Dame, tough, experienced, versatile, athletic, everything you want in your franchise offensive tackle. He is a day-one starter and someone that's going to be a tough matchup for any edge rusher for years to come. During his college career, Alt only played left tackle, so he might not be an ideal swing tackle if he's expected to back up both positions, but Daniel Jeremiah says he has the quickness to kick out and cover up outside speed rushers while also possessing the length to keep power rushers from getting into his chest. He is also very aware and a valuable helper when uncovered. One more thing. His dad was a Pro Bowl tackle for the Chiefs in the 90s. So here's your offensive line version of Marvin Harrison Jr. So where does Alt fit into the Titans offensive line? Peter Skoronski has so much room to grow heading into year 2, and he's just on the cusp of his potential, and the sky's the limit for him. I'm excited to see what he truly can achieve in the NFL. And Skoronski, I think, is going to be a better guard than tackle, and there's nothing wrong with that. He probably just doesn't have long enough arms to actually play tackle at the NFL level, but would you rather have an elite guard or a mediocre tackle? The answer is a pretty easy one. So this is what the Titans' offensive line looked like last year. Dillard, Skoronski, Brewer, Brunskill, and Nicholas Petit-Frere, and you also had some Duncan and Radins sprinkled in, but it was not pretty. Andre Dillard in particular was awful, but also on the screen I have the offensive line with and without Alt. And which one was better? Which one is stronger? I think you know the answer. So selecting Alt for Tennessee kind of opens up for their identity on what they want to be. While it's important to buy time for Levis, they did add Pollard, who had a shaky year in 2023 after coming back from that fractured fibula, but he really turned it around towards the end. And they also have Tyjae Spears, who showed flashes of being really good. So that's kind of where the Titans are headed if they draft Joe Alt in the first round. I think they should draft Joe Alt in the first round just because I think it makes the most sense. Logistically, I think it makes the most sense. Schematically, I think it makes the most sense for direction. I think it makes the most sense for overall roster construction and what they can build. And it's going to be good watching him handle guys like Anderson and Trayvon Walker if he is drafted by the Titans. So let me know your thoughts. You're always welcome in the comment section below. Anyways, have a good day and peace out.